I don't.
Are we bringing anybody else? Is it just us tonight?
I want to bring out as a Spencer replacement, but not. He's not going to guide us through D&D unless he wants to. But he probably won't. My other assistant, Steve Levy.
What up, Steve?
You can choose if you sit there or sit in the Spencer seat.
Hello.
My favorite thing about Steve is he's the opposite of Spencer.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're very clean shaven and very nervous. Not that Spencer's not nervous, but I mean you care about me.
I do.
Yeah.
Spencer does as well.
Spencer does not care about me. So if Spencer and I were somehow locked alone in a home and I died, like the dog would eat my face first, the cat third, Spencer second.
I don't know about that.
But I'm saying you're a compassionate.
What is the division of labor between these two assistants? Like,
I will tell you. So,
does one hunt and one gather?
So I used to have Daniela, who then she got pregnant. She raised her kid in the office, and I mean, I did my best to be a part of this modern workplace where we don't provide women with any kind of acknowledgement that maternity is part of healthcare. Blah blah blah. Points, ladies. Thank you. I mean, so I was, there's a crib next to my desk, and I didn't change the diapers, but I took a lot of Instagrams of the baby. Everything a modern boss should do, but even still, after a while,
making your employee bring the baby to work, not maternity leave.
No, she had maternity leave. Oh. How dare you?
Oh, okay.
No, that's not enough.
When the baby was of a certain age,
it's child care. I mean, once you have a baby, the child needs care. We tell parents that they both have to work, and then we also simultaneously tell them you should definitely have kids. It's and then when a mother has a baby, it's we act like they got the flu. We're like okay, so go home for a while and come back when you're better, which means you can hire a nanny. And if you can't afford that, i.e. you're 99% of everybody, then you're what are you doing? And so in our case, the baby was in a drawer, and their faces are so smooth at that point, they make really great mouse pads for the laser tracking ones, not the old ball ones, because they're like pugs. They have accumulated.
Right.
This wasn't why I wanted to bring this up. Daniela eventually had to leave by virtue of the call. She was I feel like I'm being a bad assistant and a bad mother, and obviously I'm going to choose to be a good mother. So
Spencer filled that first hole, right?
Well, sometime along when Spencer filled the first hole,
and you never forget that.
While she was,
it was a claw hammer.
While she was, when she got pregnant, I started to feel guilty about making her go to Toys R Us to buy video games. You answer the phones, do appointments and all this stuff. You're the clerical assistant, that's what you do. Appointments, this is a big job, full-time job for old popular man, right? Right. Lots of people want to interview me, and
it's true.
Yeah, Vanity Fair, I'm sure, or something. So at that point, brought Spencer on because Spencer was in the back room of the Apple store, and thought, okay, so Spencer's going to schlep. He's going to be like a bee assistant. If I need video games, he'll go get them. If I need a headphone, he'll schlep.
If you need an iHarmon fashioned, he'll do that for you.
He'll fill the bar at home, or the schleppy personal assistant stuff, and then the business assistant. That's the division.
I guess that's sort of how it is. But Spencer does a lot more. He's been helping me in a lot of ways.
Fuck that guy. Well, all he does is go to Toys R Us. No, I'm not. I wasn't. I didn't. It sounds like I thought it sounded like both of you do a lot. I wouldn't want to schlep or fucking handle it. I was just explaining to Jeff. Boy, I'm getting drunk. So when Daniela left, and she helped me find her last act as one of the greatest assistants in the world.
She took her baby out of the drawer.
Was to yes. I said your baby and your gun, and she put them on the table. I took them. I don't know why I took.
You took the baby?
Yeah, I guess it's just part of she's on suspension. I guess, but Daniela, if I catch her pursuing this case,
you're getting too close to this baby. I want you off this baby.
I interviewed a bunch of candidates, and one of them was Steve, and that's Steve's role. He's the new Daniela, whereas Spencer is he's a chauffeur. He has to drive me everywhere because I still don't have a car. That's Spencer. And then yes, good.
Does he provide any bodyguard service? He's a big fella. He's got that wolf kick defense thing.
Yeah. I feel like Spencer adds
I think if you got attacked by any group of anything, be they thugs or wolves or anything, I think Spencer might just tap into some weird reservoir of rage and really fucking hurt people.
I'm sure. Yeah, I think between me and Spencer, if a very, very small, unarmed preteen girl.
You're kind of like Rodney Dangerfield, and I forget the actor's name, Lou.
Burt Young.
Burt Young in Back to School.